Alright, hello, and welcome back to the Crossword vlog, aka Clog Wednesday edition, and ahead of schedule edition. We are, you know, doing a good pace. We're a minute and 10 faster than my best week ever. We need to shave off 2 minutes, 9 seconds. And this is with a larger than average Monday, 15 extra squares. So feeling really good. Oh man, that now we have a whole paragraph explaining this theme. When the puzzle is completed, starting with the letter at square 39. What even is square 39? Um, uh, the letters create an apt image that spells out a famous lyric. Oh my goodness. So I think I'm probably just not going to use the theme is my guess because that is really complicated. Completed. Connect the circled letters. So how would you know how to connect the circled letters is the question. Maybe it's like an A, B, C, D, E, F, G situation. But yeah, I'm not going to be doing all that when trying to solve for speed. So let's maybe, okay, one is probably G. It's probably Ella or something. Did okay. Sling. Grad, let's play Gucci, Yui, um, Cam maybe, uh, maybe I'm shaking, beef at the arsenal. This could be something else. Binary 10 is 2, kind of shell. Wait, what? Okay, ahi, oils, Sunday, in the park, kind of shell, moves over. Aioli there. Big, you make a big ado. Okay. OED, Western Science. What's it called? Inks. I see. Cove. Maybe an inlet. River. Jerry's Uncle Lou, I think. That's a me problem. Ego. Tessa. Something's weird there. Very well. Sent away for. Encore. Rests on. Slop. Ladle. Boa. Maybe bots. Poet. Maybe Elliot. Linking point. Cancel. Maybe Nix. Nexus. Sue. Okay. Maybe has. Maybe Ethan. Could be. Could be Iran or Oman. Queens. But okay. Ill considered. Miracle Grow. GTOs. Maybe Rash. Stash. Change euros out. Era. Toe tappers. Fixed rates. You or Iowa, I think. I'm scared. This is probably wrong. It's probably Pshaw here. Crush. Rearm. Okay. Musical. Broadway. Gets paled in comparison. Airs. Looky lose. Yikes. Then something's weird here. I'm gonna come back to that. Salad green. Endive. Ordered. Payslap. Um, Pace car. And then it's the next. Vast. Okay. Situation ship. Wired. Key and Peel. Sondheim. Stephen Sondheim. Size. Etna. Stonewall Inn. Pathetic. Sad. Tend. Okay. Wired. What? Okay, and hyper. I see. Larva. Hive. Big ask. Scoots over. The Nile. Siege. Lucky lose. All right. Well, that's a good time for a Wednesday. Definitely made up time there. Good amount, actually. Oh six, what was it? 15 or oh 05? Oh 05. So yeah, we're we're on a good pace. But yeah, as I said, I was not gonna do this um, connecting the dots thing. What? Look, I'm a look, I made a hat. What? A famous lyric? Is that really famous? Um, I literally have never heard of this musical. I've heard of Stephen Sondheim, one of the more prolific musical composer. I don't know what the right term is there. But I've literally never heard of this in my life, and I've certainly never heard "Look, I Made a Hat." So I can't say I enjoyed that theme. Um, but if we assume that it's just my personal failing for never having heard of this, and that this is somehow a very well-known lyric, does this theme hold up? I would say yes. I think it is a pretty creative, um, like literally making a hat with letters. I think that's pretty cute. Broadway musical and Stephen Sondheim as long acrosses are certainly quite strong. Um, so I can appreciate the theme at that level. Although I have to say that there's some pretty nasty fill in here. The real one here is Sue. That's just unacceptable fill in my mind. I know it because I've gotten got by it in crosswords multiple times, so it's a gimme at this point, but it's so, so bad. Um, I wasn't a huge fan of toe tappers, to be quite honest. Um, there was some other interesting stuff that I sort of forget. I guess I wasn't a huge fan of Yui, but overall, I think the fill. Oh yeah, what is Paba? I have no idea what that is. Um, so I think there's a good amount of like pretty baffling stuff in here to make this theme work. So I guess my take is like if this was a musical that I knew and like the theme made any amount of sense to me, then I think this would be forgivable fill. But for my personal experience, which is of course what the crossword vlog is about, this theme was sort of a nothing to me. And so I didn't appreciate it as much. So my personal rating, I did like Looky Loos. I understand some people will find that fill objectionable, but um, for my personal enjoyment, I'm just gonna give this like a 4.5. But I imagine that if the theme hit for you, then this is probably more like a 7, you know? Anyway, I'm happy with the time. I enjoyed the solve. It gave that just a little bit of challenge, but not too much. Um, and yeah, we're on great pace. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.